Well, the showdown in the South China Sea is amplifying. The United States will continue to challenge China's territorial claims in the disputed South China Sea. That's according to the U.S. Pacific Command, who said that in a statement. According to Sputnik, Admiral Harry Harris said that the U.S. Navy will continue to conduct so-called freedom of navigation operations as it did in October when a U.S. destroyer sailed near the artificial island that Beijing built in the South China Sea. Quote, as we continue down the path of freedom of navigation operations, you will see more of them, and you will see them increasing in complexity and scope, Harris said. In general, we will continue to do freedom of navigation operations in the South China Sea as we do everywhere else in the world. In October, the USS Lassen sailed within 12 nautical miles of the Chinese claimed territory with no prior notification, which angered Beijing. The warship passed without conducting military activity, which is permitted by international law under the principle of innocent passage. Now, the keynote in the article I just read here, that's the full article is linked below, but the keynote that we should take away from this is that he says that these freedom of navigation exercises will increase in complexity and scope. So, at what point does the complexity and scope go beyond freedom of navigation? And that is when China is going to have to determine how they're going to push back on these types of increased operations in what they claim is their own territorial waters. So this is a very, very dangerous game that's being played by Washington in the face of China. And we're watching the alliances form against China. As we've been reporting, the United States is moving back into the Philippines. Japan is going to be building up missile batteries in the region as well. I mean, there's a lot going on there. And now, as we also reported, the Chinese are considering to send their own aircraft carrier into the region in the event that they have to respond to some sort of action. So as the United States, and they believe the action will come, so the United States is going to increase the complexity and scope of these freedom of navigation events, and China is going to be watching very, very closely. So we have an opportunity now for a serious false flag situation that could arise, or something that could be a real hot war. You know, not somebody trying to provoke a war, but somebody actually provoking the war. You see what I'm saying? Leave your comments below on this. What do you think is going to happen with these increased navigational exercises, freedom of navigation, size and scope, all that? What are your thoughts? Hit that subscribe button for updates. If you like what we're doing, give us a thumbs up, and hit the share button. Tell your friends, because no one's talking about this on the mainstream media. We're talking about it here at the Next News Network, keeping you informed. For the Next News Network, I'm Gary Franchi.
Badass shirt now available. Link in the description.